for everybody, but you know, it's my special case here. Give it up for Chrissy.
Love y'all. Oh, it's not. No snapping today. Okay. All right. We'll make do.
From the dawn of time, rappers wanted to become NBA players. NBA players wanted to become rappers. But only one point in history did the two collide. And a ball player dropped a fire-ass album on us. And that was back in 93, when Shaquille O'Neal dropped his album Shaq Diesel. Not only was Shaq a great ball player, great rapper, he was also the first people to cop two Rolls Royces straight from the dealership while wearing only sweatpants. Now, why am I telling you this? Fast forward today. We are amongst a generation of rap cappers, chain snatchers, and apparently part-time social justice warriors. They could be everywhere, social justice warriors. They could be on your front lawn, in your closet, but particularly at a Big Lots. Big Lots, one of the most underrated stores to have shopped during the pandemic. You just be standing in line, and then you got this shit to look at on the side. You got toys, gadgets, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I walk up into this stuff. Oh my God. And then the social justice warrior comes up from nowhere. Hey! 6 feet apart. I'm like, I can't spread my legs that wide. How y'all doing out there? Y'all feeling good? Make some noise. So, you know, as you can all tell, we're going to get into some rather hot topics this evening. You know, some might say these topics are hotter than accidentally slapping your wrist on that of a hot iron, or leaving your baby in the car in 116-degree Fahrenheit weather. These jokes are so hot. Sunda, why don't you ask me? Sunda, ask me how hot it is. It's hotter than dipping your balls in lava. Yeah, you fools are in for it. Let's get into it. See, shit, man. What if these OnlyFans chicks were to mass produce their booty sweat from the gym into drinks such as Ghost? Wouldn't that be a damn near profit? They wouldn't break even. They make the money. Oh, yes, they would. It would probably be Happy Dad sales by a shit ton. Just imagine it. Hey, Shaquille O'Neal can't do the same thing. Nobody wants to be drinking his ass wet. Am I right? Fuck yeah. Let me get those laughs. Let's go. See, you know, I try to take my girl to a Taylor Swift concert. You know, we pulled up on a bunch of homeboys waiting in line. Turns out I got tickets for Swifty Blue. Yeah, I mean, I thought that was the name of her tour. Turns out Swifty Blue is the name of a Latino rapper. I mean, hey, I would have been down to stay for the entire show, but, you know, she had broken up with me that very moment. But hey, it was the best 2 days of my life. Yeah! Hell yeah. We're getting through some hot material. Holy shit. You guys are along for a ride. I don't know where the fuck Moody is, but hey, you guys are all here. Right. So let's get into it, man. Fucking chain snatching, right? These rappers, man, not only are they trendsetters, they follow their own trends, right? So let's say you see a rapper with like 40K's worth of VVs around their neck, and then they see these other, you know, rappers with skinnier chains. You know, they're not gonna say, "Oh, well, you know, I'm good with what I have." You know, I mean, hey, my shit's more expensive. Wrong. They're gonna be like, "Hey, man, How am I going to compensate? These rappers got skinnier chains on. How am I going to switch it up without admitting that my neck fucking hurts? I know. I'll make a fake video and hire actors to pose as my ops snatching my chain. Jesus Christ, man. They post these videos on YouTube. Looks like it was recorded with a fucking potato. And their lame-ass fans actually buy into this shit, man. It's like, then they hop on Instagram the next day with their skinnier chain. And they're just like, oh, yeah, you guys can't keep me down. Can't rob me of my swag. I could afford it. Sheesh. You know, we live in a society where talent just ain't enough. You know, it makes you wonder, hey, what would I do with 40K? I don't know. 2 chicks at the same time, baby. Is that my time? That's my time, right? All right, guys. Apparently that's my time. Let's. All right, one more. Wait, that's my time. I got out what I got to get out, pretty much. Where can y'all find me? Find me Instagram, Guy Main, GYMANE__. I just now put out my podcast, The Laugh Cut. You can watch that on YouTube at GuyMain187. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your open mic.
You're going to do everything. You're going to put it back the way it was found, right? All right. Rodeo. Hello? It's on. Did I ever have a question like we couldn't hear in this room? Isn't that hysterical? Like, nobody can hear us, right? Well, if you think there's a dearth of females in comedy, think again. I'm going to bring up this woman who keeps the show rolling, and she has a show herself that she'll tell you about. Let's give it for Samantha, everybody. Let her hear you.
And the LA School of Comedy. Tom's just about to get hilarious. Trigger warning. Y'all about to laugh. So yeah, I'm doing a show at the Sunset Rooftop in Hollywood on Friday. You could totally come. You know, it's already packed. Obviously, it's waiting list. Obviously, but I could try to sneak you in. Obviously, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately. Something that really upsets me is that everything I need the most in the world needs to be charged. And that doesn't feel like right. You know what? Like I bought it to use it. So now I have to like follow the rules of like the big maker. And I just like find that to be like a bit concerning. It's like I'm paying $20 to what? Spend how much electricity a day to what? Orgasm? You know what I mean? Like that's fucked up. Like I see a lot of people. No, come on in. Yeah, it was a weird word to walk in on. I know. To what? Orgasm? Come on in. It's a safe, free space. So safe. Sometimes when I walk into a safe space, I get tired. Does that make sense? You know, because if it's safe, that means we're going to be talking. You know, because if I feel unsafe, it's just like, you know, like if nobody says it's like, okay, I'm not going to talk about my feelings right now. I went on a first date for the first time in a long time. Actually, a date. I don't know why I said first date. Like I fell in love and like lost it. Like, no, just like a date. Like, you know, I'm like not like a youthful, like, you know, fucking. I'm saying during the day. I went on a date. And I don't know if anybody else has to like tell themselves like, this is what I'm not going to say. And then obviously like the joke would be that you say it, but I didn't really, but I danced around it. But I was like, I'm not going to say any of my acronyms. I'm just going to keep that shit to myself. No diagnosis, like nothing like that. And I was just like, I like to keep him guessing. He asked me straightforward. He's like, so what do you have? And I was like, you'll have to find out next time. Unless you don't answer, you'll find out right away. I'm saying like when people don't answer, I get really weird. You know, the suspense is killing you right now. Oh, of them not answering? Oh, no. Like, it's not even that. It's just like, who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think you are? You know? My phone number. You know how many people call me when they're in a mental health crisis for free? Do you know how many? And I gave you that phone number. You're not going to answer it for me? Like one time, the last time I went on a date, actually, no kiss, nothing, but I've been Snapchatting this person for like 3 years. It's his birthday today. That's scary. Things are getting weird. The full moon and everything. I've been talking about it with people. It's just been really hard. But basically, I got a message that said he's got a girl, which is not I got a girl. So I'm like, okay, somebody took his phone and he doesn't know and he loves me still. You know what I mean? Whatever. But shortly before, I had talked to him on the phone and I'm like, what have you been up to? And he's like, I started talking to this girl. And I was like, I didn't know you could like talk like that because you don't answer like that. But like, good for her. And he was like, she's not like my old type. I'm like old now. You know what I mean? Like I'm a hag. She's a stubborn, this is how you said it, stubborn redhead, Latinx, sorry Latina. And I'm like, you must really like her if you're trying to be woke with me on the phone right now when she's not even there. Like, it was just the most like unnerving situation of my life. But basically, after a while, I was like, I'm just gonna make my own Snapchat, and I'm gonna make my name Kyle with a fire emoji. I'm gonna make my username Music Forever, but the A's are gonna be 4s. I'm gonna reach out to this young man about his SoundCloud, so we could connect. Right, I knew it. So we could connect in that sense. And then 3 days later, he messaged me, has no idea about it. And then every day, I'm like, I should tell him that was me, but I haven't yet. So back to vibrators, like people, you tell I'm bored. No, I'm thinking about going home. No. So people are so worried about like robots, like taking over. I feel like human jobs, like, have you had somebody visit you like from out of town and they see those like robots delivering and they go, wow, those are real. And I'm like, you're from Portland. You know what I mean? Like, how cool are we? Like, you sound like from the fucking Midwest. I'm like, yeah. And they spill everybody's coffee. And they have names of like loved ones you've lost out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like when you get a robot delivering you coffee and it's like, whoa, I don't know. What's my time? That wasn't timing. Jason, are you timing me? What am I at? Wow, that's great. Aren't you guys so excited? You guys were like, shit! I thought there was 2 and now there's 5. And I'm so excited. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me lately. That's what everyone is asking me. The fuck's wrong with you? The fuck's wrong with you? Well, I have a neighbor who's a dear friend of mine. He's about yay tall. And I don't know how old he is. He's old. He's just really old. And he like stands outside all day because he needs to get fresh air for his medication, for some illness that I'm never going to ask. You know what I mean? When somebody tells you they're sick and you don't ask, but they're standing this close to you. And I'm like, do I need to know? I feel like if I should know, you would have told me by now, kind of thing. But he like loves me and he gave me a doormat and like he talks about like, he's like, I'm Jewish, but I'm conservative. I'm not that Jewish. Like I joke, I go, hi, handsome. And he goes, thank you. Every time I make him laugh, he goes, we laugh so we don't stress. But basically like he just told me like last night that like after he was talking to me and my cousin, that some guy was like, who are those ladies that you're always talking to? This guy, this tall. And he goes, they're my neighbors and my friends. And they were like, can you introduce me to them? And he goes, that's not my job. And I was like, King. And then we were talking to him and that guy came up and then he left and he was like, just so you know, he has a knife. But I'm like, we all do. You know what I mean? So I'm like, what kind of knife is this knife that he's telling me about it? Like, is it a machete? And now every time I see him, I'm like, I just want to see this knife. So that's been on my mind. But I have a really big dog that like really could kill all of us. So I feel fine. Yeah, I am somebody living in West Hollywood with a vegan with a pit bull. So maybe that's it. But love you guys. See you soon. Have a good night. You can find me at SamLikeTBH or behind the computer or on the Blue Shield website searching for a therapist with coverage. Thank you. And your show is it's Friday, August 11th, 6099 West Sunset Boulevard, the 3rd edition of Sam Linderman and Friends. I consider you guys all my friends. So maybe one day you'll get in my motherfucking. I just almost threw up. Show.
Don't throw up. Oh my God! Don't throw up. Oh. I hate to throw up. Thank God nobody has to model anymore. I thought that was weird to say that. No, but I'm trying to think of who said, why was I throwing up? That's not for my weight. And I was like, no. Like, who does that anymore? Do they? Yeah. They do, right? Well, I don't know if I'm going to say this last name right, but I want to give it up for the comedy of Carlos. Is he here? Carlos? There you go. Let's give it from Carlos. From memory, huh?
Well, that was a shitty applause. All right, guys. How you guys are doing? It does feel like a Monday, huh? There's nobody here. No, I'm just kidding. There's a lot of people here for Monday. Been 5 years with my wife, and we only had one abortion so far. So that's good, right? That means my pull-out game is on point, right? That also means that I don't use condoms anymore. All right, I thought I was going well. I'm Cuban. I was born over there. And I moved to Miami when I was 11 years old. So I called myself sometimes a survivor. Call myself a survivor because I escaped communists, you know. But I also call myself a survivor because I survived COVID. And the only reason I think I did that was because I kissed my dogs in the mouth. Fuck the vaccine. That doesn't do shit. Right? Yeah. And I noticed because sometimes I catch my dogs licking each other's assholes. Right? And then like 10 minutes pass by and I forget. And then I kiss them in the mouth. It's nasty. But I love it. It's the best. Growing up in Cuba is fun. It's interested. And one of the wild things I remember is that I was 11 and I finger fucked a chicken. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, it's hot. It's really hot. Not the act, but the chicken asshole. It's really hot. Yeah, it's warm. Good times. Also, coming from Cuba, you notice that a 10-year-old Cuban, right, has more sexual experience than a 50-year-old redneck from Wisconsin. Right? How do you explain that? Right? That's life. From a third world country. Who would it say? Right? Did you guys know that Fidel Castro has the whole island prohibited of eating lobster? Right? If you get caught eating it, you will simply go to jail. He admits that lobsters is only for the American tourist. Why? Because he wants the cholesterol and the blood pressure to go up. Smart, right? Smart. What a fuck up. What a fucking fuck up. Yeah. I was a barber in Miami. Yeah, I did that for like 8 years. I hated it. And I'm going to tell you why. I had this guy come into the barbershop when I was learning the first year. And he asked me for a 2 and a 5. I want a 2 and a 5. And if you have some experience cutting hair, you know that the bigger number goes on top and the smaller number goes on the sides. Makes sense, right? But the way he said it and the order he said the smaller number first. I wanted 2 and a 5. So I grabbed the 2, I put it on the clipper, and I fucking went for it. He looked himself in the mirror. He looks at me. He looks to the mirror, and he goes like, "What the fuck are you gonna give me the pie now? Like, are you gonna give me a 5 on the sides and a 2 on top?" All right, I thought it was going well. I guess you gotta be a barber. I didn't like how, as a barber, you have to experience guys sexting in the barber chair. And I mean, you have a choice, right? You don't have to look. But we're fucking noisy as fuck. Noisy, however fuck you say it. I don't know. Yeah. So this guy was sexting. All of a sudden, he gets a booty picture. And I got excited for him. I was like, damn, bro, come on. You're making it. Yeah, you're doing it. Right? But then I realized when I read the name, it says Frank. I'm like, motherfucker. Really? You're going to go? Yeah, totally my fault, though. I shouldn't be reading his text. Totally my fault. Yeah. I had this guy come in, old guy, maybe on his 80. And I remember I was watching a movie. Spider-Man just came up. And I was sitting in my chair, just watching a movie. Right? And this motherfucker walks in, interrupts the fucking movie, wanting a haircut. I'm like, all right, sit down. I put the cape on. But I turn the chair so I can see the TV while I'm cutting his hair. Smart, right? For a lazy person. He wanted a regular haircut. Regular haircut means scissors all around, not too short, not too big. Perfect. I'm cutting his hair, watching the movie. I get excited by the movie. I'm around his ear. All of a sudden, I feel the scissors go swick. I saw the tip of his ear just fall to the floor. This motherfucker didn't bleed at all. This motherfucker didn't even hinge. He didn't move. He didn't feel it. I bet this guy right now has the top of his ear chopped off and he still hasn't even noticed. But guess what? Still asked for my $15. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I give him the haircut. He's going home without an extra ear, but you get me? I'm getting my $15, right? I remember this client that I had, and he was mute, so he couldn't speak. He couldn't hear. First week on my cousin's barbershop, I was fully confident. And I was like, there's nothing I can do here. My cousin is not going to fire me. There's nothing that can go wrong. 8 barbershop chairs, right? And I was the only one sitting down, so that means it was my turn. Guy walks in. I ask him, sir, do you need a haircut? He goes, ah. So we had this picture on the wall with numbers. Each number means it's a different haircut. He pointed at number 17. I'll never forget. So I told him, okay, sit down. You're getting your haircut. I already know this guy cannot speak, cannot hear. He's mute. All right. Now I need to make sure this guy gets the haircut he wants. But I notice he's on his 50. The haircut he's asking is a young kid's haircut. It's way too short for him. he has long hair. So I'm trying to explain, hey, look, sir, look at my lips. Okay? This is really important. The 3 is too short for your size. He got hesitated. He goes, ah! Ah! So now I ask you, Pat, what do you understand by, ah! Ah! You want a 3 and a 2, correct? That's exactly what I understood. So I grabbed that tree without hesitation. I went in. Same thing, guys. He looked at the mirror. He looked at me. And he goes, oh, boo! Oh, boo! Sir, what's going on? He, oh, boo! Oh, boo! And I know it's fucked up. I can see it in your face. All right? I'm not making fun of him. I'm describing exactly what happened. Okay? But I still asked for my $15 back. Okay? Because I did my job. He got a 3 all around, but I asked for my $15 back. That's my time, guys. Appreciate that. You can find me on Instagram on Loscar Naviv. All right? Loscar is Carlos, my name backwards. Loscar Naviv with 2 V's. All right? Naviv. Loscar Naviv. You're not going to find anything interesting on it. You don't need to. You don't need to go there. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. By the way, second time doing this.
You have to put that back in your stand.
I will.
Right, because I'll tell you off. Kidding. Put it back in the stand. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Whose voice was that? Was that you, Christopher? All right. We're going to keep it rocking and rolling. That was good for a second time on stage, even though I know you practiced on all your dates, on all your things. Come on in. The water's fine. That's right. Let's give it up for Kenzie coming right up. Let's do this. Come on. Come on, Kenzie.
Coming up. Hey, what's up, y'all? Glad you're here and not watching Barbie. Yeah. I'll do my best to bring the Kenergy, though. I actually went to a pre-screen the other week of Barbie, and wore the perfect fit. Have the hair, right? Wear a cool Hawaiian shirt, cut off my dick. It was good. It was good. Still trying to figure out how to reattach it, though. It's not quite like Legos, huh? How you doing, man? But yeah, I did this to my hair a couple months back. People keep asking me if I'm upset about a Quidditch match. Yeah, a couple black dudes shouted at me, "Hey, yo, Aaron Carter! Hey, yo, Aaron Carter!" I was like, "What? Hey, you want some candy?" I was like, "What, man? Show some respect for the dead. Come on. A little decency." Also, I didn't know black people fuck with Aaron Carter like that. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Right on. That's a win, I guess. But yeah, you heard Sooner right. My name is Kenzie. Kind of like that hot neighbor who's also a lesbian. Yeah. My mom really wanted a daughter. So she gave me the name of a softball player. But yeah, older dudes will hear my name, and they're like, "Kenzie, you're like a boy named Sue." And it pisses me off, I'm like, I am not a fucking boy named Sue, but I am fucking a boy named Sue. Woo! Catholic as charged. But yeah, these are jokes, And I'm clearly not a hot Catholic lesbian, unfortunately. I actually identify as a tough guy. Come from a long line of tough guys. This is just another way of saying I don't really know my grandpa or my dad that well. Apparently tough guys don't have time for babies, right? But yeah, apparently my grandpa, he was a silver miner his whole life. Silver miner. I never saw an ounce. Whatever, man. Yeah, dad, military, lifelong, 20-plus year career. He served, deployed a bunch. He was in Desert Storm, Somalia when the Black Hawk went down. He was just a couple bases over, hanging with Ewan McGregor. Yeah, that's a Black Hawk Down reference for anybody that cares. Yeah, and tough guys, right? You know, mining, army. Me, I'm actually training for a fight right now with my neighbor. She keeps talking shit. You know, she told me, you sing too loud. And I was like, yeah, but like, is it good though? She was like, no, you suck. I was like, yeah, well, those Girl Scout cookies you sold me the other day suck. And then she challenged me to a fight. Yeah, so I gotta take down this 3rd grade Girl Scout. And I'm gonna hit her with one of these. Take her down with a judo chop. Bitch. Sprinkle the stale cookies she sold me over her corpse. Yeah, super tough guy. Yeah. Identify as a tough guy, but I'm kind of viewed as an F-boy. Get that a lot. Which is okay. You know, we got an island with Nikki Glazer. You know, so end of the day, it's not too bad. All right, that's the set that I'm working on. All right. Okay. Moving on. Switching gears. Okay, guys. Switching gears. Something I can't do unless it's an automatic. Come on in. Sit on down. Let your hair down. Come on. All right. I can't bring myself to trust female wellness instructors on Instagram. It's like, okay, like, I would love to book a deep tissue massage, but I also want to fuck you on the table. Like, just putting that on the table. Yeah. All right, this is fun. We're going over random thoughts at this point, and some new stuff. You taking a nap soon, Dad? You get your rest. You get your rest. Do you need a can opener? All right, talk to Moody. Yeah, I broke up with a chick today. Yeah, so I'm going through it right now. I'm in my feels, you guys. Please laugh. But yeah, you know, the reason I broke up with her, she was saying things like you're good as you are. You're good the way you you're perfect the way you are. And I was like, are you high? Are you high? Because I'm kind of fucked up. You know? What, you guys don't believe me? Huh? Yeah, I'm pretty fucked up, guys. Like, I've been thinking about killing an alpaca for some time. I know, it's shameful, but you know, it's just something I feel like I need to do. Yeah, at this point. Alright, I'm working out stupid shit, guys. Come on. It's Monday, huh? Yeah. Pretty dark. But yeah, I've been living with those thoughts of killing an alpaca for some time now. And yeah. We'll work through it. See what happens. Oh man. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard going through a breakup. You know? Because she was fantastic. She was beautiful, funny, extremely kind. But I just feel like, you know, I'm like not in a place emotionally. And I was like, it's not you, it's me kind of thing, you know, which is the truth. But it just sucks, you know, because you like break someone's heart. And you don't want to do that, you know, because you care about the person. But then you do it anyway because you've got to chase other things. Alright. Stupid. What else? Oh yeah, politics. I'm not too involved in politics. All right, but I do enjoy videos of people falling. So thanks to Biden, I've been getting a little bit more engaged, a little bit more active in the community. Have we considered what kind of shoes he's wearing? Somebody asked that, what kind of shoes this guy is? Has he thought about trying New Balances? Maybe Pumas? Something? Or maybe possibly, you think maybe his legs are just weak from banging hookers with Hunter? You think like maybe he's just coming off a bender with his little chief? And it's just taking a little longer for the old man to regain his strength. Let's give him some slack. People fall from time to time, and so do great nations. But yeah, I bet each time he falls, another country switches to the BRICS currency. You guys know about that one? The new currency with, Brazil, Russia, China, like India. You guys know what I'm talking about? That new currency that all those countries. Every time he falls, I feel like somebody switches to that, which is okay, because I don't think it matters how many countries switch to BRICS, because the U.S. is number one, and Joe Biden's invincible, baby. He's gonna live forever. Come on. All right. We're working. All right, we're working stuff out. What else? Okay, actually, that's most of what I think I'm at 9 minutes. I got 1 minute. Thanks, Sunda. I got 1 minute? All right. All right, somebody throw me an idea or a line. Cat litter. Ah, gross. Yeah, gross. Ew. Yeah. That reminds me of my ex-girlfriend, actually. She had a cat. And I just broke her heart today, and I feel like a real piece of shit. God damn it, Sunda. Why'd you have to bring up cat litter? All right, I'm going to go. I'm going to cry. You can find me. You find me on Instagram. And, yeah, feel free to hate me there at KenzyJF, KenzyJF on Instagram. All right, let's keep this show rolling for the blank stares. You guys rock. I'm going to enjoy your guys' set, too.
I can see you with an Ashley.
Madeline.
Madly in love with Ashley. All right. Well, hey, listen. Don't come on his sheets. All right. You come. Hello there. You see what's going on? All right. Let's keep it going for another woman in comedy. Let's give it up for the one and only Lana. Let her hear you.
Hi, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen. I think this is like the lowest number of women we've had here, I think. No, it's been worse? Okay. No worries. I am Lana. How are you guys? It's been a minute. I started playing a new drinking game recently. I drink every time they announce new charges against Donald Trump. I'm soon to be an alcoholic, actually. And it's fine. We should get him, right? He was a bad guy. We should get him. I mean, half the country disagrees, but the other half agrees. But the one thing we can all agree on and we can all get behind is how we all hate Mitch McConnell, right? Like, that's like bipartisan, right? We're against elder abuse until Mitch McConnell falls down. Then we're all for it, right? Somehow Dianne Feinstein can still serve in office, but needs to give her, I think it's her granddaughter, a power of attorney to manage her affairs. So we're doing great. Okay, we're doing great. We got Sleepy Joe, we got Mitch McConnell falling down, and Dianne Feinstein, who can't manage her own affairs. I am so excited for the future of America. So excited. Because I was born here, but I used to live abroad in the Middle East for a period of time. And the Middle East is very different than America. So you're from Cuba, you understand what it's like to be in a third world country. We have our own, you guys didn't have lobster. We couldn't lose our virginity. It's like lots of things that are like, but But the Middle East is actually known for another thing that you can appreciate. We're known for dictatorships. We're the best at them, right? We were like #1 until recently. And, you know, I heard Ukraine was canceling elections recently, so I feel like they're just jealous of us. Like, you know, we are the premier dictatorships. But one thing about Middle Eastern people that needs to be understood is, like, we would never have a comedian as a dictator, okay? Never, right? Because we would just be like, what are we, a joke? This dictatorship is serious to us, okay? Other things that we are well known for in the Middle East, that is part of our culture, hummus. We invented it. We're very proud of that. Nothing funny here. I just want everybody to know we invented it, just in case there's a dispute later, okay? And another part of our culture that I feel is now being adopted here, trying to appropriate, at least Netflix is, arranged marriages, right? We are known for that. We started that. And then you guys started doing Love is Blind and Married at First Sight. But that's all cute. What we do is real, okay? I knew a guy who was from Pakistan, and his parents told him they were going to Pakistan for his cousin's wedding, right? Simple enough. But then he gets there, and he realizes, shit, this is my wedding. And you know, our culture here is like we have surprise birthdays in America, but in the Middle East we have surprise weddings, right? You show up and that's it. That's your spouse, right? So it's how we keep our culture, you know, strong. But we also have weird things that happen there, and all this talk of animals reminded me of a story, true story that happened in the Middle East. My uncle, who used to run guns across the border, was in court one day, and while he was waiting for his case to be called up, there's an old man next to him, asks him for a cigarette. He goes, sure, you know, gives him a cigarette, and he goes, sir, what are you here for? It's just a really old man. He's like, what are you in court for? And he said, sexual assault of a goat. And my uncle is just kind of like, I can understand the sexual assault part, but how did you get caught? Like, did the goat go down to the police station? Like, because you know the goats can't consent, right? And he said the neighbors saw him and reported him, you know, and I just thought that's got to be just the worst. Like, literally the worst thing to get caught doing, right? But, like, you know, sometimes you just got to stick it in somewhere. I get it. Like, you know, I get it. Listen, you know, I mean, better the goat than a woman, right? Like, listen, another thing we're kind of known for in the Middle East is rape. So I'm down for the goats to get it, like, okay, because, and I'm saying this as I'm preparing to travel again. I'm preparing to go and visit some of these countries, these glorious countries, with very interesting restrictive rules. But the thing is that when you travel to the Middle East as a woman, like when you enter the country, like, and they stamp you and you go through immigration, you are required to hand over your coochie to the authorities upon entry, right? You no longer own it. It doesn't belong to you. You give it to the state. And then you can, like, lease it back from them. You can make payments on it. Like, they'll hold it for you for safekeeping, okay? Sometimes they'll let you leave with it, sometimes not, okay? I personally paid a lot for mine so I could come here and, you know, enjoy it with you fine people. But, but the great thing now that I live in America, and I am Palestinian, and we are known for many things, not a lot of them positive, but I have managed to buck the system because as a Palestinian, I was able to get TSA pre-check. And I don't know if you don't get, like, as a person, as a woman named Lana Salah, I don't think you understand how like difficult this is. Like they don't give you pre-check when you have a in your name, right? It's like it's not for us. It's for everybody else, right? But I got it, and I will use it until they will take it away from me. And I guarantee you, unlike these people that I see acting up at airports, you will never, ever catch me acting up at an airport because it was so hard to get that. I won't even tell jokes within 500 feet of an airport, okay? Because even if I kill or bomb, they're taking it away, okay? And I don't think they're ever going to give me any kind of government clearance after that. So I'm always going to be well behaved, and I love Sunda's Sunda's like past. I can see you, Sunda. It's okay. I know you're okay. I am well behaved. I am. I've never had troubles with the law. I know as a Palestinian, again, it's very expected that, there's a lot of things that I've been stereotyped for. I used to try to act. I had an agent. I stopped, not because of the strike, way before the strike. I stopped because they were sending me out for like really weird roles. I understand when you start out, you get small things. I get it. You got to work your way up. And, but mine were more like terrorist number 1, right? Wife of suicide bomber number 2. Like I couldn't even be the first wife, the second wife. Daughter of Taliban leader number 3. Like, if you're gonna cover me up completely, why does it matter if it's ethnically correct? Like, why can't it just be a white woman? Like, yeah, like why, they just want to make sure they're subjugating the right group of women or something, has to be correct, So I'm glad that's the kind of jobs I can get, right? So you won't see me out there acting unless wife of ISIS bomber is happening. New movie coming out by Christopher Nolan. They had Oppenheimer. It's just gonna be me, wife of ISIS bomber. So thank you guys. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at the Lana Sala. And thanks Sunda. And thanks Sam. Everybody go to Sam's show on Friday.
Beautiful. All right, now I want to get going because thank you. You're turning it up a little bit. Doing it different? Okay, can you hear me? You can hear me, right? You guys can hear me? All right, you can hear me. And let me start saying that I'm really glad that this guy's here because I finally met someone that I can call Meeker, and that's his name. Let's give it for Nate Meeker. Let him hear you.
It's a tough one, guys. It's hard. This is cool. This is actually my first stop over here at the School of Comedy. This is fun. You guys, this is good. It's good supportive mic. It's fun. I'm gonna try some new stuff. I say that and then I'm gonna get like 0 laughs. It's gonna be tough. No, it's funny. You were talking about like AI earlier and robots taking over and stuff like that. I feel like are you guys worried about that? You're worried about like AI taking over, right? Yeah, he's very worried. I guess someone's real worried. No, it's true, right? And it's like weird. I feel like AI's been in the news every day for like the past like 6 months, except for a 4 to 8 hour period, like last month, when Al Pacino announced he was having a kid at 83. So then AI got a break. AI got a break for a couple days, but everybody's worried about it, right? Everyone's gonna get laid off. Inflation's bad. They don't want to pay anyone new. Now it's like weird. I feel like the roles are reversing now. Now I feel like entertainment is like encouraged, right? People are worried. Like parents used to be worried about their kids being an actor. Like, he's gonna be an actor. Like, hopefully he's got a backup. Do it while you're young. 5 years, parents are gonna be like, he wants to be a brain surgeon. I know he's not doing it for the money, though. He was a theater minor, so we feel good about that. Actually, we feel good about that. But I don't even know if people in theater are safe, right? I don't know if actors are safe because now they're talking about. I don't know if you guys read this or heard this, but now they're talking about using AI versions of actors instead of like the real version, right? So like they're just gonna use younger versions of actors, which means like I'm gonna be 70, watching like 45-year-old Tom Hanks star in Fast and Furious 57. directed by Al Pacino's new kid. It's going to cost me $9,000. That's where we're headed, guys. It's tough. That's where we're headed. Let's see what I got in here. I did see Oppenheimer. We mentioned Oppenheimer. I saw it, Oppenheimer. You guys have dumb friends? You guys have dumb friends? Are some of you the dumb friend? I don't know. Like, is that true? You? That's great. You got to. That's good. Thank you for admitting that. That takes a lot right there. That's stepping over. I got a dumb friend. I got a friend who got mad at me because he said I spoiled Oppenheimer. Like, I think Wikipedia did that, I guess. I don't know. Atomic bomb, though, that's a tough one. That's a tough decision, right? Thank God none of us had to do that, you know? I don't know. Could you imagine? Like, I don't know. They just went up to him. They're like, hey, so, you know, this thing's probably going to kill, like, hundreds of thousands of people, set a country back for generations, and destroy 2 cities. Or not. Your choice. You can do whatever you want with it. I don't know. That's what it was. Someone in Gen, I feel like I'm part of like Gen Z. Like, thank God we didn't have to like make that decision. I feel like we would just be. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with that actually. You're like, yeah, no worries if not. You know, do whatever works for you. You know, we worked on it for 2 years, but if you don't want to use it, that's okay. That's your choice. I got what else do I got in here? This is all fun stuff. Why are movies so expensive, by the way? That's the thing. You'll go to the movie, you're like, one for Oppenheimer, a popcorn, and a soda. Like, that'll be $9,000. What is this? Is that where we're headed? People are like, did you do Barbenheimer? I'm like, I'm not in the right tax bracket to do Barbenheimer, okay? Like, I can't. Barbenheimer was a movement created by the 1% to remind us all that inflation is destroying us. That's what that was. It's crazy. People got mad about the Barbie movie. They said it was too feminist, right? It's too woke. Right? People are mad that a movie about Barbie dolls was feminine. Like, I don't know. What are you going to watch Schindler's List and be like, I can't believe it was that dark. That is bad. That is surprising. No, it's weird. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, so everybody... I used to work in corporate America a lot. I was very, very much in the corporate scene, talking about jobs and everything. Everybody likes to talk about, everybody likes to do the comparison nowadays, like athletes now versus like athletes back in the day, right? Athletes now are so soft, right? They're so soft, you know. LeBron would have never lasted with Michael Jordan. I feel like you could say the same thing about CEOs today. You think Mark Zuckerberg can hang with Andrew Carnegie? No chance, dude. CEOs are soft, dude. Elon Musk was like, we had to move from California to Texas because our employees couldn't afford housing in San Francisco. It wasn't a successful day in the factory for Henry Ford unless someone died, okay? That's like what we're comparing to. You guys think John D. Rockefeller gave PTO? I don't know. I don't know. There's something there. There's funny in there somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's there. It's somewhere. What else do we got? What else? Like I said, this is all brand new, so you guys are getting the full scoop, this full treatment. Yeah. Applause break at an open mic. Too kind. You guys are too kind. This is a weird story. I don't know. Okay, so this actually, I don't even know if there's a joke here. This is just like a weird story that happened to me, and I gotta tell it to someone. So you 12 lucky people. Guess I used to work in corporate America. I did an internship in college, right? I worked up in. I'm from Ohio. It was up in, by the way. You guys know where that is? You know, I don't know if you guys heard of that place. I spent a summer up in Detroit, Michigan. So up in Detroit, I did that, and we were I was like junior in college, right? And me and some buddies one weekend, like we went out, right? We went out in downtown Detroit because who wouldn't want to do that? I mean, downtown Detroit, it's fun. It's fun, guys. It's a fun time. We were out, and so we after it was like 2 a.m., right? We get 2 a.m., we're done. We want to get late night food, right? We want to get late night food in downtown Detroit at 2 a.m., like 5 skinny white 20-year-olds. So could write a novel on the things that could go wrong with this. But we're waiting outside. This place is like it's called Coney Island Coney Dogs, if you guys heard of it. But it's like chili dog. I mean, it's the most diabolical thing you could put in your body. Chili dogs, right? At 2 a.m. I mean, we're ridiculous. But people start getting in a fight, right? If you just picture like the crowd of people outside at 2:30 in the morning in downtown Detroit, Like, just picture, it's like, people who just got out of jail are headed to jail or work at a jail. I don't know. Like, it's, anyway, a fight breaks out, and I'm dragging the story. It's taking forever. A fight breaks out, and one guy, like, brings out a gun. Like, he shows a gun to, like, this crowd of, like, 30 people or whatever. And he makes eye contact with one of my friends, and my friend kind of gives him, like, what are you looking at type thing. The guy comes up to me and goes, like, he's like, what are you talking about? Like, I swear to God, he says, I will kill you. And my friend goes, you're going to kill me? That's what he said, you're going to kill me? And just the realization on the guy's face, he's like, no, I'm not. No, you're right. I'm not going to kill. That's a hasty and terrible decision. There's 30 witnesses. I would go to jail forever. Of course I'm not going to kill you. That's embarrassing. And then it was ended. That's it. We got our dogs and we went home. I don't know. It's like I said. I don't even know if that's funny, but there's a stupid story. Look, we got 10 minutes, so that took up 8.5 of them. Let's see. What do we got? Other weird story. Oh, yeah, it's a weird story. I did a show down in Palm Beach, Florida. You guys familiar with Palm Beach? Yeah, you guys know that. It's where the drug addicts outside at 2 a.m. wear collared shirts. That's what Palm Beach is, if you're not familiar. Palm Beach is crazy. I got done with the first show there, and a lady comes up to me after the first show. And typically, you're like, oh, that was awesome, right? It was great, or whatever. She goes, hey, I have a secret to tell you. I'm like, oh, what is it? What is it? You like the show? She goes, I flew on Epstein's plane. I'm like, swear to God, I'm like, so how was the show? Did you like the show? Like, what was that? And then she looked at me, and I tried to sidestep, and she looked at me. She's like, "No, I'm being serious." I said, "Okay, like, I hope we're both going to jail now, so please walk away, walk away." What was that like? Was that 2 minutes or 1? So I got like 1 minute left. All right, we'll do one quick last thing. Talk about everyone losing their jobs. You guys, I'm sure, we live in LA. Everyone follows Hollywood stuff. Everyone's losing their job. The only person who's ever going to keep their job forever is Ezra Miller. You guys heard this? He's the only person who can just survive. The apocalypse could happen. Ezra Miller's still going to work tomorrow. That's where we're at with this. You guys hear about, you guys follow this story? Ezra Miller's like the worst person ever, but he's like still playing The Flash. Like, DC canceled and fired everybody, but they kept Ezra Miller. Like, I just want to know what that was like. Like, did the assistant walk into, like, the DC CEO office and be like, did you hear Ezra Miller just got arrested for choking a woman? He's like, no, I heard about that. But did you see the first cut of Batwoman? We have to cancel it. It's canceled. Sir, Ezra Miller kidnapped a minor and is having them in a weed farm in Vermont. No, I understand. But Black Adam was a box office flop, okay? So we need to cancel the second one. Like, dude. Ezra Miller is on the run from the police. Yeah, no, I understand. But, what was the last one? What else did they cancel, though? There was one more. Damn it, I forget what it was. All right, there's another part to that, but I'm out of time. Thank you, guys. Instagram at NateMeeker_.
All right, thank you. At NateMeeker_. All right, I need some energy in here. I don't know if he left, but if you don't feel any energy, we're going to have to give you a natty. So you can enjoy the comedy of Patty. Where's Patty? Let's do it. Come on, get up here. Where's Patty? Let's go. Patty!
One more time for Patty. Come on. What a night. Here at this fucking amazing energy, the whole group of you. Here you look. I like this back here. This whole thing is good. It kind of looks like the waiting room at a happy ending massage parlor. I just get this thing. Someone's getting jerked off on the other side of that fucking divider. We have spanned the realm of comic possibilities this evening, have we not, Joshy? We've gone from chicken fucking to goat fucking. And all things in between. I was going to ask if the chicken gave consent, but that's probably too personal. We were in love. Here's the thing. I have a child that's a vegan. Are you familiar with the vegans? You know the hardest thing for a vegan to do? Keep it to themselves. They fucking got to tell everybody. And this vegan philosophy, okay, great, you're going to save the world. It's kind of bold in that it's like, hey, you know that diet that you evolved from and you evolved from and you evolved from? Wrong! Wrong. We know better. Do you know, vegans, a real devout vegan. You guys with me? A real devout vegan, if he's blind, cannot use a guide dog. That's 100%. I'm not making that shit up. They are not allowed to use a guide dog because the dog is being used as a tool and they're objectifying animals. Yet, a sighted vegan can get a blind dog and drag them all over the fucking town. That's fucking speciesism. That reeks of speciesism. And let's think about this for a second. What if the vegans get their way? What if tomorrow they got their fucking way, right? What the fuck are we going to do with all these cows? There's no profit in keeping the cow if nobody drinks the milk or eats the meat. We would just have cows wandering aimlessly around this great country of ours that we would have to. Does that make sense? They make terrible pets, you know. They only do the one trick, stay. There's not a whole lot you could do with these fucking cows, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Just. Oh, I wanted to wish all the gals here happy slut summer. Happy slut summer. My daughter was on the phone. She wished one of her friends a happy slut summer. I don't even. And then I said, "Oh, it's slut summer." She said, "That's offensive, Dad. You don't. How dare you fucking say that?" I'm a father. I'm a father. Any fathers out there? Really? Fuck. Is anybody fucking anymore? Please start fucking. I need. I'm going to be on Social Security shortly. Someone's got to pay into it. If you're fucking, clap your hands. I mean, other than chickens or goats, though. Other than chicken, they don't. Whatever comes out of the chicken or the goat is not going to have a Social Security number. So, I have 5 children. Yeah, I'm a fucking practicing Catholic. Love to practice, and they all think that they're my favorite. And the truth is, I'm not fond of any of them. Not fond of any. Statistically, 1 out of 5 people is kind of an asshole. I have 5 children. 5 children. And I know, and I never spanked my children, ever. I used to get whipped all the time when I was a kid, and they'd say it's because we love you. You know, who got whipped as a kid here? No, okay. Did you ever get this? This hurts me more than you. What a fucking load of bullshit. It does not. But here's the deal. I should have spanked the one kid. The one kid calls me by my fucking first name. What kind of shit is that? Anybody here call their parents by their first name? You're not the favorite, okay? You are not. You're out of the will. Don't call your parents by the first anything. But here's the deal. I knew at one point, because like what I would do, I worked fucking my ass off. I worked 6 or 7 days a week. 5 kids I don't know, if kids are fucking expensive. You know what I mean? And I would give him a job to do. Do you ever, parents ever do that? Like I would say, okay, I'm going to be home at 6 o'clock. It's Saturday. You don't have school. Mow the lawn. So I come back at dinner. And dinner is deathly quiet. And the lawn has not been mowed. And all you hear is the clinking of glasses. And I look over at him, I said, did I not ask you to mow that lawn today? He said, yeah, well, I forgot. I said, what if I forgot to get up and go to work tomorrow? He said, well, then you could mow the lawn, Dad. What's the fuck? Just an asshole. An asshole. Look, I need to kind of get eyeball to eyeball with all of you folks. And I have something I need to say. First of all, if you have a mother and a father, clap. Okay. All right. And sometimes you get things from, your mom, or you get things from your dad, and it's good or it's bad. Like I got my mother's back hair and my father's love of musical theater. So sometimes it fucks up. Oh, I know. What I was going to say, speaking of people fur, do you know now hairy lesbians refer to hairless vages? Hardwood floors? No carpet, just curtains? As dolphin pussy. Dolphin pussy. Have you heard the term dolphin pussy? First of all, that's offensive to dolphins. Dolphins are very clever, and they're very horny, too. I don't know if you know that. Very horny. A lot like my second ex-wife. She was an Israeli nymphomaniac. Fucking sex was out of this world, but there was way too much haggling. Way too much haggling. For legal reasons, I must refer to her as plaintiff. or my pet name for her, Thunder Cunt. Thunder Cunt. She loved it when I called her Thunder Cunt. Thunder Cunt. I just like to say Thunder Cunt. I can't help it. This is going nowhere. It's going nowhere. The whole bunch of you. I don't know if they pass Xanax out on the way in here or what the fuck is going on with you. I'm a little upset, just a little miffed. Why don't you just leave Lizzo alone for Christ's sake? Lizzo, come on. People are judging her so harshly. First of all, I always understood that if you are the thing, right, other people that are the thing, you can use that term. There are certain terms where if you have the qualification, you can use certain words. Well, so I don't understand why they're giving her so much shit. There was some vaginas and bananas. I love bananas. I love vaginas. What's the difference? You know what I mean? Like, why are they so hard on, like Lizzo? I'm just telling you, bananas and vaginas, two great things. Two fucking wonderful fucking things, bananas and vaginas. I love them. I love them. I'm old now, so I don't have wet dreams. I had a wet nap. I had a wet nap that I was licking Lizzo's fupa. Her fupa. I was licking the fupa, and it was smooth and delightful and surprisingly salty. And as she was guiding my head down to the nappy dugout, I flashed, and I was hate fucking Kellyanne Conway. I was hate fucking Kellyanne Conway. It was a hate fuck, and she was just the whole time she was blaming the Obama administration for her inability to climax. Is that too old a reference, Kellyanne Conway? Come on, you guys! But here's the thing: clap if you have a mother and a father. This is sometimes. Okay, how many of you ever walked in on your parents while they were having sex? You're lying. A couple of you are lying. See, I had an experience that's a little different. I once walked in on my parents watching porn. It was the most awkward 15 minutes of my life. They were fucking too, but they didn't even notice me. I just stood there for a while and left. This is all you have to. In the 70s, the 70s was a glorious time. It's what I like to call the mid-coke pre-AIDS 70s. Mid-coke pre-AIDS, you could do it whatever the fuck you wanted, you know. Whereas chlamydia wasn't even invented yet. Chlamydia was a girl I sat next to in the 7th grade. It was fucking great, you know. I'm just looking at all you motherfuckers looking back at me. All right, I'll admit it. I saw the Barbie movie. I know you think less of me now, but Barbie, I have a fixation with Barbie. Barbie was the first woman I ever saw naked. And it's an interesting time to live in America because Mission Impossible number 27 or 28, whatever it is now, with its big dick energy, or that's just another name for American foreign policy, but is getting the shit kicked out of it by Barbie and Ken's absolutely no dick energy. No dick at all. Have any of you seen the movie? None of you will fucking admit this. Did you see it? Did you? I thought Ken stole the movie. Ken stole the whole fuck. I was a little sad for Alan that he didn't at least get a Grindr account and the ability to go into, L.A. every once in a while, to where he just has to fucking have unrequited yearnings for all the other fucking Kens. So you did see it. Is anybody going to see it here if I spoil the end for you? Here's the unfair part, okay? At the end of the movie, Barbie gets her vagina. Ken gets nothing. Smooth up and down, nothing. It's just, as a man, doesn't that fucking piss you off a little bit? No? All right. Well, that didn't go anywhere, did it? Fuck! I've got, you're an immigrant. Carlos is an immigrant. You're an immigrant. No, you're an immigrant, right? Can I ask you, you said there's a pussy leasing program, and I'm saying, are there mileage limitations when you turn it in? Can you, no, zero miles? You turn that pussy in and get a brand new pussy? They give you, here you go, here's your brand new pussy. We got to check, the condition first, and or you could pay a certain amount and just keep the same old pussy. I want to tell you a true story. I was once, Lana is a very good friend of mine. Give her a round of applause. She's very good. And she told me that at one point her father had offered her for marriage for 4 goats. That's insulting. I would give 6 goats, an alpaca if this motherfucker didn't kill it. and maybe a camel. I think that's how much I think I value, I treasure here. Yeah. But here's the deal. I came to this country. I'm an immigrant. I know we come from the other side of the crayon box. We do exist in this hue, I know. But here's the deal. I was a Catholic during a civil war in Belfast. You know, I'm sure in Cuba you saw some real fucking oppression, and I know you have too. Real fucking oppression and adversity. You know, like, does anybody here have an immigrant father? No matter what your problems are, they're nothing compared to them. Nothing will rattle them. The only thing that rattles my father is when I tell him I love him. Fucks him up. You can't handle that. I said, Dad, I love you. He just looks at me and says, are you fucking queer? You know, it doesn't register. But I'm just going to tell you, I've seen, and I know there's oppression and adversity in this country because I've seen it here. I know real oppression and adversity. I worked for Ellen DeGeneres for 7 years. Twice a month, she would throw a Diet White Claw at my head for making eye contact with her. But do you think I quit that job? Fuck you, no, it was a great job. Do you know what my grandfather did for 40 years? He was a bovine inseminator. Animal husbandry, you know? Yeah. It's legal and necessary, but I won't get into that. But here's my point. If my grandfather could stick his hand up a cow's hoo-ha on a regular basis for 40 years, I can deal with an angry lesbian in an air-conditioned office. I think I can. You guys, and I mean this from my heart, have been very mediocre as an audience. And I don't mean just as an audience. I mean as human beings. As human beings in general. But listen, I book a show on Wednesdays in Pasadena at a club called The Mix. Hit me at PADDYFORCOMEDY. Let's get it together now and give it up and show some real enthusiasm for the mistress of this island of misfit toys, soon to CroonQuest. Come on! Friday.
I was just thinking it's Friday, but it's not Friday, but that's okay. Because, oh, look at that. Look at that. Almost did that. See, that's because we're sunset people. But nobody's a sunset person more than Justin. Let's hear it for Justin Sunset. Let's do it.
What is good, Margot Barbie? I am Justin Sunset Barbie. Who is Justin Sunset? Do you feel? Circa 1928, I invented the fucking railroad. In the early times of mining for railroad tunnels, I invented the jeans. I invented the denim. I invented the jeans that these workers are wearing. That damn Justin Sunset, he's so hot right now. Hanzo, do you feel me? Are you fucking with my denim style? Shafiel, but you need to lose weight, Justin Sunset. You need to be drinking Coca-Cola without the bubbles for your career. I am a pet detective. The stereotypes for regular detectives are still true for pet detectives, but in a weird way. My secretary has long legs, but that's because she is an ostrich. In the 1920s on Sunset Boulevard, they made movies with 38 millimeter film. Justin Sunset was the first one to make a movie with the fucking iPhone. iPhone 11, but with updates. Sorry, one moment, please. I'm blanking here. I wrote these down in hieroglyphics. Hold on. The way I got my start to being a pet detective, I used to work in the corporate office like you everyday average Joes. Just joking, y'all are not average Joes, everyday people. But I came to the office one day with a penguin under my arm. The boss was all, "Why do you have a penguin, Justin Sunset? Take him to the zoo." The next day I came back, I still had the penguin. The boss was all, "I told you to take him to the zoo." I said, "We went to the zoo yesterday. Today we're going to the movies." That's literally a joke I heard. Okay, so my first case as a pet detective was that shit where on Instagram there are two people dressed as big fluffy bears fighting. One is a panda, the other is a pink bear with X's for the eyes. And they are fighting in the mall for some reason. The case that I have is to figure out what the fuck is that thing. Do y'all know that thing? Have you seen it on Instagram? Okay, so here's the thing. I've been looking at different products for sale in different shops, and some of them have like writing on it that's like you can't decipher it. You look at it and you're like, this is made for eating, this is made for wearing clothes, and you buy it, and then you're like, you put it all on your table at home, and you call a friend on your phone, and you're like, I got these things at the market, and I'm literally like, I can't decipher what it says on these packages. And so you are like, the friend tells you, this one is for wearing, this one is for clothes. And wow. Let's see. Okay, I know when you think of pet detective, who are you all thinking about? Healy. The real original pet detective is Justin Sunset. What'd you say? It's a very common mistake among people. Nobody's seen that shit on Instagram where the two bears are fighting? It's just like that's the only thing. There's like, you go to search and it's just that. Maybe I need to not search whatever the fuck I'm searching. But, all right, look. I had given you all already 3 different cautionary tales of why not to use shampoo to wash your hair and body wash. No, I mean the other way. Body wash to wash your hair and shampoo to wash your body. Are you ready for a 4th cautionary tale of why not to do this? Okay, let's suppose you are opening a new shop and people are shopping in it, and they come, like, they put all the products into the shopping cart and they walk up to you, and you had done this. The first customer will buy the merchandise as regular. The second customer will do the same, but the third will be all, something is fucking weird with this shop. and you are like, I didn't wash the shampoo with my body or whatever, and the customer knows. Customers always know. Oh. I am a much better Justin Sunset, believe me. This is not, it cannot be good every day. How much time do I have here? Oh, okay. It's well, I had the thing is, you all don't know how easy you have it today because there is a unicorn emoji. We used to have to text a horse and a fucking rainbow, but it's still not perfect today because we have to text a fucking unicorn and an airplane to make a Pegasus. Do you fuck with me? Thank you. I'm Justin Sunset.
Where do they find you?
Oh, Justin.sunset on Insta.
All right. Justin, too funny. And here they come. We're ready for the Mike Moody breakdown. Let's do it. You better stop and look around. Here he comes. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was in the back. Yeah, that corner is dark as shit. How you guys doing? You guys good? I just want to recap. Give it up for Justin.
I tried, y'all, sometimes.
It was good. It's cool. It was cool. Oh, the gum shit. I don't know. I ain't trying to be funny. I felt like it felt it. Like that was with the tags. We were good. Okay, goat sex. Okay, so then, which I do like it. The goat sex thing, not the goat sex. The I don't know why you said they had it on video. I don't know why I imagine like this guy's leg up on the back of the fucking goat. Like he was trying hard to fuck. Oh, this is too much now. I didn't bring this shit up. I don't know. Was all four of the legs up, or did he make him put the front legs down? Yeah, the two front down legs down. I was like, what's the goat's ass up? That's on. I remember. Yeah. I was wondering. And then you were saying, do I really want to? The other thing about do I really want to be represented if they cover the eyes? You had to fight for that representation. You know why? Because last time we don't need to see a movie about fucking some terrorist by Brad Pitt or some shit like that. We don't want to see that. That'd be crazy. You don't want to see any of that because they whitewash anyway. You might as well, you know. I want to see that because it's a black person. I don't want them whitewashing my shit. So, oh man, you guys good? It's Monday, right? I didn't check in with y'all, and it feels weird because I can't hear myself. I'm very egotistical in that manner. Now I just feel like I'm not supposed to be here. It's weird. I just feel like I'm like we're fucking around. I know. I'm just fucking around. I was like, shit. I'm like practicing. I know it's all in post. Movie magic. A little bit. Yeah. My name is Mike Moody. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I grew up with my grandparents. Growing up with your grandparents is weird. Growing up with your grandparents is the only time you get beat, and then you ask them if they okay. You know? Like, are you all right? I hear you wheezing. It's a very interesting space. And especially, like, you know, it's a weird space to live in. You ever been grounded from TV but be the only one that knows how to work the remote? Like, it's weird. It's very weird. It's a very weird space. It was something else I was gonna talk about that was earlier because of the grandparents thing, but I forgot it. Watching the world lately. I think the Lizzo shit is self-reflection. I think she just hates herself. I think it's that simple. They just told her dancers. I feel like the first time she walked into the dance studio and she saw those mirrors, she was like, who are all these big bitches? And they were like, you're the only one here. You're like, you're the only one here. I feel like that's fucked up to do. I don't know why. It's like weird. That's like if Lil Nas X called his background dancers gay. Like, this is really. Who are all these gay people? Well, you did tell us to oil up and dance in a prison jail scene. This is your idea. Who makes the decisions? I'm playing a lot of Fortnite lately. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. It's the summertime. I can't wait till like kids go back to school so I can play Fortnite alone, like without children on it. I'm so tired of waking up in the morning hearing kids talk. Like if I turn on my TV and I hear kids talking, I want to go back to sleep. I don't want to. Not like I don't like kids, but not strangers' kids. Like, that's weird. I was playing with one kid who's really good, and he knew I was black immediately, and like his vernacular changed. I was waiting for him to say nigga or something. Like, I was waiting for it. I felt like he was going to. He just kept on saying, hey, bro, a lot. Hey, bro. Bro, motherfucker. And I could hear the mom in the background, like, laughing like it was cool. And I was like, cool. He taught him how to code switch before he's fucking in middle school. That's cool. I don't know, man. The world's dangerous. I don't want to be talking to kids, bro, unsolicited. That shit is weird. Not because I'm a weirdo, but I don't know what the fuck these kids is doing. You know what I mean? They got the movies about all that shit. You just be playing, and the kid be like, I have a pet turtle. He like, what the fuck? And just keep on playing a little bit more. He's like, I used to live on an island. Now I have a new mom and dad. You're like, what the fuck? Should I call somebody? That's an Epstein Island joke. Yeah, Epstein Island and Fortnite joke. I have a lot of time on my hands. That shit's funny. Not really if it was really happening. I have to call somebody. Everybody's like on their everybody isn't, because we had to sit by ourselves for 2 years, 3 years, whatever time frame. Like, everybody's like into their selves. Like, we know ourselves. And then when we got back to the world, we were like, this is who I am. And everybody's like, all right, you know what I mean? I need to go back to work. Like, nobody, like, we listen, but we don't really give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And everybody's like figuring themselves out, which I think is cool. But I feel like everybody's like the Martin Luther King of their shit. Like, everybody's like an activist for their particular lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like, and they want to rally cry and shit. Like, somebody's like, they don't like me because I'm black. They don't like me because I'm gay. They don't like me because I'm a woman. And I'm like, what happens to like not liking people for the content of their character? I feel like that's what he died for. That's real Martin Luther King shit. Don't rally me up for a social justice movement if you a piece of shit. I need more evidence. I don't have this shit. This is fucking stupid. And that goes for us too. That goes for black people too. I see people on their line and like, yeah, man, my job is racist. And I'm like, nigga, you fall asleep at your job. Like, you call me a nigga. That's some nigga shit. I don't know. This is too much. The N-word is like losing people. Are we dancing around black and race today? I guess that's weird. Oh, I saw that. Thank you. I didn't even think about that shit too much. I don't know. I think that's what it is. Because you were describing the people in Detroit without saying it was black. I knew what they were. He was like, they were either on the way to in jail or just getting out. And I was like, niggas. Like, in the back, I was like, he's talking about, he can't say that. Is that why, like, I'm not even paying attention to that. Like, they just fought. Like, good entertainment. I mean, last few movies have been really bad anyway. You know, a good reality show. Just good old racial riot. Like, and I think that everybody just watched the fighting. Like, it was fighting. Like, we were desensitized. It wasn't even, like, race conjured up. We just watched it. We was like, that's a good left hook. Like, the chair, the dude swimming across the, like, yo, that's a lot of strength, bro. The dude swimming all the way up to get up to fight. Like, I'm winded after. Like, y'all understand? These niggas been ready to fight since the 30s. Like, that shit is crazy. Swimming to the fight and then getting up and still being able to, like, hit somebody. That shit is insane. Thank you. No, I'm just like, Oh no, I get it. It's fine. I just felt like it's been so much going on. So the fight is just funny. I don't know. I didn't really get any rise out of it. I was just like, that's hilarious. It's old fashioned. I like seeing people fight, man. I think fighting is cool. I remember when the pandemic was happening, and then just old fashioned shit. It takes me back when I see stuff like that. Cause I remember when the pandemic happened. I remember I was watching there was a fight of black people at the W, and it was like you remember that fight at the W? It was like 2021. And it was like right after the pandemic, and I remember being like, when I watched the video, I was like, oh shit, we can go back outside. Like, it felt really comfortable. I don't know. I felt really fucking comfortable. I don't know. It was just like the black people fight with no mask. I was like, oh, we good. The coast is clear. Like, we can go and fight. But it was so much social justice that did happen at that time that imagine working at the W going to explain that to somebody else what was happening at the pool. They had to run into the break room and it was like, yo, look at all these crazy fun black people fighting outside. We should do something about these fun black people. I don't know. I was just happy to see black people fight for something other than justice. I was like, look at us progressing and moving forward. Thank you guys for that. You guys have been very mediocre. Because Patty was right. He was not lying. And then I just finished my special, finished editing it. Yeah, yesterday. So it should be out in the next couple of days. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much.
And now we're going to be laughing with Kaplan. Where is he, Josh? Come on, let's do this. Don't brag. 30 seconds. Come on. 30 seconds.
Whoa, that's inappropriate. Aren't you supposed to be my mom or something? What the hell? What's up? How we doing? That's great. No, I just showered. Surprise, I showered. This is how I really look. What's up? Sorry to surprise you, Lana. But I don't reek. Anyway. I don't think I'm great at observational comedy. I didn't set that up right. My friend with diabetes' birthday's coming up, and I've been thinking a lot about what I want to get him, should I get him, some sugary snacks that he likes? Maybe, some new syringes or something, I don't know. But I think I've settled jump rope. I'm getting him a jump rope for sure. I don't know how much he'll appreciate it, though. He just lost his foot. He might get angry. His life's kind of unbalanced right now, so I'm sure he'll walk it off. Being a person is hard, though, diabetes or not. You gotta be happy with what you got, but you need some ambition to keep going, It doesn't just go for your career either. Your body. I feel good about my body, How do you feel about my body? I feel good, I got a little bit of chest hair. I'm not fat or anything. But at the same time, I kind of am still hoping that my penis gets a little bigger. I still got that fire, that hope for one more growth spurt. Yeah, till you're 35? Jeez. I heard your brain develops till you're 25. So I'm hoping if I keep thinking really hard. Yeah. I've been trying to eat longer foods to encourage my penis. I've been eating a lot of pickles. You guys like pickles? Sorry, 1 second. You guys like pickles? Yeah, dill pickles? Give it up. Give it up. Give it up if you have a mom and dad. Sorry. We all have to say that a few times. Give it up if you don't have a mom and dad. Okay. Anyway, I've been eating a lot of dill pickles, and I was thinking, back to the what's important here. I was thinking if I open up my own pickle company, you know, like Josh's Pickles, or like Wet Cucumbers Enterprises, dill pickles will be our bread and butter. You know they would be. A little more about me. Obviously, I love pickles. I love myself, you know. Oh, shoot. Sorry. I love my mic stand. Yeah, but I love myself, you know. I kind of have this inner, like, I feel like I deserve more than other people. You know? You guys have that? I don't want to think that. I just kind of do. Like, it feels like a straight guy who sometimes watches gay porn. Like, I want to, but I don't want to, you know? I'm like Kevin Spacey or something. I don't know. What did he do? I don't know. I don't really follow the news too much. I more just, like, spread the news, you know? Tell people what I'm thinking. You hear what happened? I had a pretty weird dream. Yeah. So in this dream, I had this stepmom. Anyway. I don't know. I really want to lean on something. God. I'm just going to hold it like this. You guys like music? Yeah. The type of music you listen to says a lot about the type of person that you are, right? Would you agree? Like, who's your favorite singer? What do you think? Michael Jackson? All right, so you're a pedophile. Anyway, likewise, the type of people that you listen to says a lot about the type of music that you are. Make that make sense. I don't know. Come on, it's a silly joke. Logic can only take you so far, you know? What do you want from theory alone? Little Oppenheimer. Give me an Ayo. Let's go, baby. Ayo's in the chat. Drop him. Anyway. Does anyone know what instruments Imagine Dragon uses? What are they playing? Have you listened to their music? No one has ever been listening to Imagine Dragons just like humming along like breathing in the chemicals. No one's ever like, oh, guitar. I love the acoustic. I know more about what goes into a hot dog than what goes into Imagine Dragons song. That's uncomfortable. Anyway. I told my dad, I said, one day, Dad, I want to take over your company. Run the family business. Be like you, Dad. That was a big moment for me. Life-changing decision, you know? But you know how dads can be. He never really responded. Eulogies. It was like he was still alive, ignoring me. Anyway. I'm going to talk about my roommate for a second. My roommate's pretty cheap, and he keeps buying this like really cheap and thin toilet paper. And it's uncomfortable for any use. Basically, I can't masturbate with it, is my point. It kind of just like keeps flaking off like little snowflakes, you know? Little toilet paper snowflakes. No, I have a better method. It works better with thicker toilet paper, but it feels like I'm fucking a bamboo stick, you know? I feel like my hands have teeth. I don't know what's going on. It feels like, you know when you walk into the water like barefoot and it's like kind of rocky? That's what it feels like. Yeah. You know. Anyway. You ever watch a couple grow fat together? You know what I'm talking about? Just a few months in. Like, we've never been so close. It's like, yeah, that's how space works. Yeah. Don't you have something to do? Aren't you a biologist? Maybe that's just my one friend who's a biologist. It's okay. She doesn't know who she is. She's not watching. Thank you. What did I miss? Nothing. It's just shorter than I thought. That's what she said. Don't you dare say that, Lana. She doesn't say that. Do you know what she once said to me? She said, "Wow, it's so big." I laughed in her face. Well, not in her face, but like I laughed. I fucking laughed. She said some weird things. She said, what's the other weird thing she said? Ah, fuck. Oh my God, I wish I could remember. One time, and I know she just wanted it to be over, so she said, "I've never come from a man before," and then she fell asleep. That was pretty annoying. Wait, she said one other thing that was like actually really good. Ah, shit. It's not important. You know she. The one you like drink too much for so you can sleep with her. Just me again. That's kind of like self-rape there. You go into the night like I'm going to really drink a lot so I can convince myself. I told my friend once I walked into a party and I was like, "Just by the way, do you see her? That's my breaking glass in case of emergency." And I did. There was an emergency. On my nutsack. You guys. It's so inappropriate. Jesus. Anyway, let's end with the best joke of all time. Two frogs walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Let me guess, something with hops?" All right. Just want to leave you with a good taste. I've been Josh Kaplan. You can find me on Instagram, joshkap.com, all with K's. Very excited for Samantha's show this Friday. Check it out. You're all going to be there. I'm going for free. Give it up for Sunda. Keep it going.
And we're going to keep it going. You ready? I'm waiting for you. Yes, yes, yes. I love to hear a French accent, and this guy is no exception. Let's give it up for the one and only Stanley Jean or Jean Stanley, however you want it.
So good to be here. How's everyone doing tonight? You know, the other day, I was using a dating app, and I had an epiphany. I realized I hate using dating apps. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. Just on a usage standpoint, I always run into some kind of technical issue. For one time, I had a technical issue that lasted almost a year. Yeah, the app kept matching me up with just fat white women. It was matching me up with the fat Katies, the fat Emilys, and the fat Karens. Now, I know dealing with skinny Karen's annoying. Try going on a date with the fat Karen. They'll order the whole menu, and then when you don't want to pay for them, they'll call the police on you. And so I wanted to call the customer service, but I want to see if I made some kind of mistake. So I went back to the app profile under like preferred women type to see if I selected preferred fat white women. I didn't do that. And I was like, see, after that, I was like considering Jenny Craig. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to call the customer service. I'm going to speak to this guy. I'm going to get my money back. And so I called the customer service, and I speak to the gentleman. He was completely rude. His name was Gertie. And so he was just like, "Hello, my name is Gertie. This is Ayogi Technical Support from Mumbai, India. How can I help you today?" I was like, "Yeah, your app has a lot of technical issues." "Okay, sir, what seems to be the problem?" "It keeps matching me up with just fat white women." "Sir, what's the problem?" "I already told you what the problem is." Sir, calm down. From my vantage point, it seemed like the app is working perfectly fine." I was like, "What do you mean it's working perfectly fine?" And then he's like, "Sir, calm down. I have your profile up. I have one question for you. What's that? Are you black? What's that have to do with anything? Come on, sir. A black man love a big fat white woman. More pushing for the cushion, eh? Now that I'm here, I want to clear up this misconception. Black men, and I speak for all black men, we like thick women. Not fat women, we like thick women. There's a difference between Kim Kardashian and Rosie O'Donnell. Secondly, on dating apps, I know fat white women, and where's the camera? See me? I know you guys have a lot of white privilege, but that does not give you the right to shoot up the hierarchy of blackness and go for like people like me, Michael B. Jordan. And this one is for black men. We got to do better. We got to stop shooting for the bottom of the barrel of white women. We got to start shooting for the sky. We got to shoot for the Megan Fox. Because the white man, when he goes over to blackness, he's not going after Precious. He's going after Beyonce. So we got to do better. Well, that's enough for the day. The other day, I think me and my girlfriend broke up because we had sort of a defining the relationship moment, and she was just kind of like, listen, things have been going really well, but there's something I need to tell you, and it might cause us to break up. And so she was just like, yeah, I have a pornography addiction. And so I was just like, okay, all right. And I was like, how bad is it? And she was just like, daily. I was like, okay, I have another question. What's your credit score? She was like 520. It's like, you know what? Actually, this is probably not gonna work out. See, I'm one of those. See, a lot of my black guys, they're really just chasing girls with the big booty, and big booty. But me, I kind of have higher standards. I'll chase a girl with the big booty and a big booty, but you still have to have a good credit score. And so, things ended with her, but that's fine. I move on. So this is all I have. You can call me. You can find me at Stanley John Charles on Instagram, or if you need a good criminal defense lawyer, Crips and Bloods. If you need criminal defense, you can find me too. Have a good one.
Thank you. I wish you had ended that show for me so I didn't have to get back up again. But if you guys are watching, I want to thank you guys. If people tell you you're funny, you probably are, but you won't know. Take it from the page to the stage, and I'm going to take it to the ladies' room. You can follow me on Sunda Live. And follow us at LA School of Comedy. Everybody follow everybody else. And thank you. Good night. Thank you, Jason. And thank you, Samantha.